Hi Aries, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Aries, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one card from the Denise Lynn Oracle card, one from the Archangel Michael. So let us get started on your reading, see what's going on, do your reading and then clarify it also. All right, so Aries, let's see what's going on in your reading. All right, so Aries, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries spirit for their highest good. So Archangel Michael says, Aries, open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal this situation. Wow. So yeah, definitely, always have compassion and forgiveness for the things that we do. No one is perfect, like they said. Don't judge yourself or be mean to yourself. Just keep continuing to keep going forward, okay? Aries, see what's going on. One more card from here for Aries for their highest good. It says, view from above. Get the big picture. So maybe you need to look at things differently. I feel with this card, you really need to, like, she's looking at it from a different angle. Maybe you need to look at things differently also, okay? Interesting. All right, so let's see what's going on in your reading, Aries. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. All right. One for the current. This is for Aries. One for the situation. One for the past or now. For what's hidden. For the hopes and fears. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. Wow. What you need to, the outcome. What is the outcome? All right, so definitely you want that material success. I feel like you're having a hard time with the changes that are coming in. I feel like you need to also save money. I feel like you're on this new path also, but you're very exhausted, very tired, and you're in your mind a lot about a lot of things that are going on in your life. But I do feel like you're moving towards the happiness, but you really got to see the truth in things. Really need to start taking care of yourself also. Let's see. All right, so let's see what's going on in your reading. Aries, take what resonates with you. I think that's why you need to see things differently. Really open your heart, okay? Really open your heart about everything that's going on. So we'll see. Let's see, okay? All right, so Aries, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries, 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 Aries. Oh, you know what? Let me go through the cards. I didn't even do that. Sorry. All right, so you have the Eight of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. So you start off with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is definitely talking about leaving something behind, going on a new path, new journey. So you are definitely going in a different direction. So, wow. You have the Nine of Swords for the situation. The Nine of Swords is talking about being in your mind about everything, overthinking about everything that's been going on, and very worried about things. You have the Page of Swords here for the past or now. I feel like you need to see the truth. I feel like you really need to speak your truth and see the truth in everything. Like if there's something that's holding you back, that I feel like you need to start talking about it now. Okay. You have the Ten of Cups here for the what's hidden. Ten of Cups is saying that there's happiness here. There's togetherness. There's happiness. There's being in with the people you love. Wow. You also have the Queen of Pentacles down here. You're very resourceful. You know how to make money. You know how to make the resources, but one thing is that you don't do is you don't take care of yourself enough. You need to give yourself some self-care. Okay, we'll see what the other cards say. Also, you have the Queen of Swords here. Speak your truth. I feel like you're seeing very clearly now for you to stand up for yourself, to stand your ground about things, but that you need to speak your truth about something. You have the Knight of Swords here for what you need to work on, and that's rushing through things. Be careful on how you're doing things, how you're making decisions, stuff like that. Really be careful on how you're doing that. You have the Nine of Pentacles here, very independent for the outcome. You're very independent, very strong-willed, you're very wise. You know how to make the money, and you also know how to do it. But the one thing you do is like you second guess yourself. You don't trust yourself enough, and you don't work on yourself to, to have that confidence. They're also saying to be very flexible, to try something new, something different. Oh, okay. All right, so Aries, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries, 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 Aries. All right. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Aries? Wow. All right. So you are definitely leaving on a new path. You do have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups is talking about, going in a different direction, just in a different way. You're just leaving things behind because you don't want to deal with the things anymore. You don't want to have to be, stay stuck, or you don't want to be not able to do anything. You just want to move forward and just leave something behind because it's not for you anymore. Like you have outgrown a lot of things, Aries. You do have the Five of Cups here, and the Five of Cups is talking about, really feeling down, really feeling, disappointment in a lot of things, disappointed, I'm sorry, in a lot of things, feeling the regret about the choices that you have made, that you have done. But, the thing is that you're going to move on from this. You're not going to stay this, but it's still weighing very heavy on your mind about everything that's been happening. And I feel like at times that there's opportunities around you, but you're just not really seeing them. It's like almost as if you don't want to go near them because, or you don't want to do something because, you've been disappointed in the past, so why should I, And they're asking you not to be like that. They're asking you to move forward from this, okay? That whatever it is that you had to leave it for a reason. I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like there's celebration here, togetherness. I also feel like there could be a proposal for some of you guys also. So it's very nice. I like that. You have the Nine of Swords here for the situation. And why is the Nine of Swords here? One more card. Wow, look at that. So you're in your mind about a lot of things. You've been worried about everything. You're thinking about this, you're thinking about that. You're overthinking about a lot, and they're asking you to stop that. Okay, really change the way how you're seeing things. How you're seeing things differently. Okay, see things differently. Really see things differently. The way you're seeing them is not the right way, and they want you to get the bigger picture on things. Okay, really see that. Wow, that's crazy. And also to stop judging yourself, like the way you are thinking and the way you are saying, hey, I'm disappointed about everything that has happened. But they're asking you to stop doing that, okay? Stop overthinking about everything. See things differently now, okay? There's changes that are coming through because you're going through this huge transformation. You yourself are not the same. You're walking away from things. You're leaving things behind because they're not meant for you anymore. You're changing inside, you're changing on the outside. So definitely very nice. And you're having the Sun. They're saying, think positive in everything that you're doing. Don't just, wallow in the depression or wallow in the disappointment. You move away from there. You change the things that you have to change because you need to. Don't just, stay in that worry or disappointment or this frustration. Think positive. Think that everything's going to fall into place because it is. You have the Sun card. The Sun card is saying, hey, I'm here. The sun is shining on you. There's light here, but you don't see it or you don't want to see it, and that's what they're saying right now. So really look for that, be the light, see the light and think. Then you have the Page of Swords here for the past or now. I feel like it is now. I feel like you need to see the truth in everything before you start making any decisions or coming to conclusions. I feel like you need to really see the truth, okay, and speak your truth about what it is that you want to speak about. If you have something to say, it's time for you to say it. Then you have the Ten of Cups here for what's hidden. And why is the Ten of Cups here? One more card. Wow. So what you're not seeing is that there is going to be a lot of happiness here. A lot of love, happiness, togetherness, which is very nice, you know. Being just feeling love, having love. I feel like things are going to change, though. A lot of things are going to change. I feel like there's a lot of changes that you're going to make also. And I feel like, you know, you're going to have a lot of support around you. A lot of people that are going to support you, your friends, your family. I also feel like there is celebration here also, like good things are coming in. So just know that. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, Aries. And why is the Queen of Pentacles here? For the hopes and the fears. Wow. So with the Queen of Pentacles, really take care of yourself, really nurture yourself, okay? Really just have patience for everything that's going on, because you need it, okay? I also feel with the Queen of Pentacles that, you know, you do know how to make the resources. You do know how to do what you need to do, you know, but you also need to take care of yourself. Okay, you're going to have more than enough for everything, but you also need to take care of yourself, is what I'm saying. Okay? Really pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention, really pay attention to your dreams. Really pay attention to your heart and your intuition, okay? Trust your intuition. Use your intuition on all this, okay? Because you need to. I also feel like you need to pay attention to your emotions. Listen to how you're feeling and doing things. Go with the flow and have patience for everything that's going on in your life. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, really just have patience for everything, okay? Because you need that. Let everything come in. Just let everything come in. Don't worry about anything. Just go with the flow, is what they're saying. You have the Queen of Swords up here. Wow. And why is the Queen of Swords here? For what you need to do now. Wow, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. There's some kind of abundance also coming in for you, like something of a good amount of abundance coming in. I feel like you need to really go within, though, because you have the Queen of Pentacles here twice. Really take care of yourself also, okay? Because you are going to have the resources that you need, but you also need to take care of yourself. They're asking you to really go within also with the Hermit card here. Really go within so that you can find the answers that you're looking for, and really speak your truth. This is something that you need to do. If there's something that you need to say or you're thinking about, then be bold, be realistic, speak your truth about it, okay? They're asking you to stand up for yourself about what it is that you're needing to speak about. You know, stand up for yourself. Don't let anybody bring you down or tell you anything different. You know, speak your truth about things. Because that's what the Queen of Swords does. You know, she's very bold. She knows how to do things. She doesn't let anybody tell her anything. She speaks her truth the way she needs to speak it. Whatever she's thinking, she'll tell you. She doesn't like it, she'll tell you. And that's the way you have to be. Okay. Wow. Very interesting. I feel like you're going to see clearly now. I feel like you're going to start seeing a lot clearer now about everything that has happened, though, in your life. And I feel like you're going to stand up for yourself, and you're going to start speaking your truth. You have the Knight of Swords here. And why is the Knight of Swords here for Aries? One more card. Oh. You have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay. So really, really try not to rush into anything, okay? Because you do have the Knight of Swords here. You know, I feel like you're rushing into things, you know, making quick decisions, stuff like that. I feel like you need to slow down, especially on your decisions, okay? Really be careful on how you're doing things. And that's what they're saying, because it's something that you need to work on. You have the Knight of Cups, and they're asking you to follow your heart, to really follow your heart, though. Pay attention to what you're doing and follow your heart and what it is that you want. I feel like you need to trust your intuition also. With the King of Cups, I feel like you need to really just communicate better also. Like, speak your truth, but communicate in a better way. Like, try not to be mean and harsh, because there are times when you can be mean and harsh. But they're asking you to watch your P's and Q's and just communicate better, have better communication. Don't let your emotions get in the way of what you're trying to say. That they're asking you to because you know how to do this, Aries. You really do, but you let your emotions get in the way quickly, and they're asking you to really not let your emotions get in the way in what you're trying to say, okay, and do. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles down here for the outcome, and why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Thank you, Spirit. One more card. Wow. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, I do feel like, you're very independent. You're working very independent. They're asking you to trust yourself. Stop second guessing yourself and really start trusting yourself, okay? To live in the moment, to create something that's going to be that's going to make you happy, okay? Because you know how to do things. You really do. You know how to bring in the money. You know how, and it shows here. You do. You bring it, but you need patience. You need to be more flexible to try new things. They want you to try new, different things. Okay, to trust yourself and not second guess yourself, because you know what you're doing. You wouldn't be this Nine of Pentacles if you weren't. And the Nine of Pentacles, she's very confident. She knows what she's doing, and that's you. I feel like you're moving forward. I also feel like you could be moving also. Could also be traveling here. And remember that you are the magician, okay? You're manifesting quickly. Everything you say out to the world, you're manifesting it. So if you speak harshly about yourself or anybody else, you're doing that. You're going to create that world that you live in. Okay, so remember that, to really think positive and everything, even if it seems like it's not, try not to worry, try not to be angry. Just go with everything that's coming in. Go with the flow. Go with these changes that are coming in, okay? Have patience for everything. Also, and really look at things differently, okay, instead of the way you're just seeing them, because everything you're seeing, you're just like seeing that. You're not really seeing both sides, or you're not seeing, it's like they're saying, get a bigger picture of what you're doing, okay? Like, look at it in a different way, is what they're saying. Wow. All right, so Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.